All right, it's so cold out here. So I was doing the video at first, but Charlotte interrupted it, and I interrupted it because I had to go get this because it's so cold outside. And but I still just wanted to come outside. I be in the house most of the day, so like literally, just I gotta come outside at some point for for my sanity. There was moments where I just was spending day in and day out in that bitch, and that's like solitary confinement. Just be stuck in a room. But only the strong know about that. I've been dealing with that since I was a kid. Shit. Whew. But anywho, I'm out here. It look like it's gonna snow. It looks like VA gonna get some cold weather. Some snow this year. That's what it felt like. The meteorologists are looking at the weather patterns and systems, but we all know that like God can shift shit and literally I think like back in the day when I was little, every time we got a blizzard, they literally didn't call for it to be as bad as it was. So like literally just be aware of that. Man can only predict, but God has the last say. So and things can always shift. Literally you can see signs and patterns for this thing, and then here comes the okey doke. And that's why you gotta learn how to pivot. You gotta learn how to maneuver, and you gotta learn how to be flexible. Sometimes being too rigid and sometimes being too stuck in your own plan in your own way. That's what be crumbling our realities and shit, because it ain't go our way. And it was like it was never meant to go your way. It was meant to go the way that God planned. And I didn't even know that message was gonna come out, but literally that's what I've been on lately. Like there's been a lot of things I've been calling in for myself, and like I finally just realized like I don't even care about calling in nothing for myself no more. God, do what you want to do in my life. Do it how you want to do it in my life. And like literally, I've been going through some shifts again. Like yesterday, like I was feeling it. I was in actual like spiritual and physical kind of like pain. But it was on some like purging shit. Like I was purging some of my own shit that like didn't need to be there. And it's like continual. It's continual right now. So like things are shifting once again for me. And whoever is on that wavelength. But yeah. I don't know. I just was on some random. Oh, I do know. I wanted to talk about black magic. So, black magic, I kind of want to pull this up a little bit. Even though I am very cold underneath the neck part. All right, so black magic, black arts. A lot of people talk about the black arts in a very derogatory way. Of course, the black arts can be used for harm. So can light magic. And so literally we really gotta, these labels and these categories and all that shit, like we really gotta start like decolonizing them. They really come from a racist aspect of division. And light magic or light energy, however you want to see it, can be used for harm. You can literally use it to harm someone. Black magic, black energy, whether you want to say negative or positive, like these labels and group identifiers, they can be used for harm. Haven't you seen where electricity has powered our houses and is literally giving us power that is used for our benefit? So it's used for our greatest good. Whereas if someone is struck by lightning, it's literally used to harm. So like you gotta start seeing things from more than the perspective of like the all to be all. I've used dark magic for the greatest good. I've used dark magic for the greatest good. And yes, I literally have been clear and transparent that I operate out of dark energy. I operate out of dark energy. I thrive out of dark energy. Literally, when I woke up to some energy that I've operated out of light energy. Literally, I had to dim my light because a lot of people are intimidated by my light. And so when I woke up, just think about it as you being in the dark and then you waking up and being in the light. Well, a lot of people don't realize I'm saying I thrive off dark energy. That doesn't mean that I was a horrible person because I thrive off of dark energy. I actually, contrary to that, literally was a great person in dark energy. Literally, all I wanted to do was help people in dark energy. Literally, I get villainized because I take up for myself with dark energy. And it's like literally, like, people will demonize you no matter what you're doing if they want to demonize you. So literally, you have to be so solid in being yourself and being true to yourself. Intentions matter, but I do want to say this. Your intentions matter just as much as your intentions matter, but literally, if you cause harm to someone who is innocent and your intentions were good, you have to make amends. You can't sit there and be like, well, my intentions were good. But if you harm someone, you have to make amends. And I mean someone innocent. I ain't talking about somebody who deserved it. I mean someone innocent. So we have to be more intelligent when we think about these words and these concepts and all that stuff. And the reason I wanted to talk about dark magic is because a lot of people literally operate out of dark magic every freaking day and don't even realize it. Matter of fact, to be human, you're operating out of dark and positive energy. Rarely do they try to teach you that there's an in-between. They rarely try to teach you in America balance. And so literally most of us are operating out of these polar opposites. And that's why I chuckle when they talk about bipolar disorder. We literally live in a world in America where bipolar is literally what they're pushing. They're pushing that there are only two extremes. They're pushing that there is nothing else but two extremes. You got good or bad, white or black. And it's like, it's a really basic concept to function out of those two extremes. And it's like, you got other shit in between. And you got to know how to find your balance within that. And I'm still learning. This is not to belittle or anyone. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. I'm talking to us. I'm talking to we. I'm talking to I. Like all those pronouns. Like, so literally, there are people who intentionally get into the black arts thinking that they will be powerful, thinking that they will be God. And I don't mean a God. I mean like they will be the ultimate, the all to be all. And they don't even understand what it is to be God in the first place. Literally, they will have limited beliefs of God. And it's like, God is literally omnipotent. So how can you put limits on what God can do? And so like that's a misconception anyway when man try to be God. And so you'll have people who will literally go into the dark arts with those intentions. You have people who will practice or solicit practitioners to harm other people out of envy and greed. And they will give your name, your birthday. They will give identifiers about you, and you have caused them no harm. And what I want to say to practitioners who do that kind of work, if you're a trained practitioner in any arts, if you are claiming to be a spiritualist, I don't care if it is a spiritual advisor, a spirit guide, a spirit whatever. If you are putting spirit as your title, you're literally considering yourself a practitioner when you are helping other people. You're practicing the arts on their behalf, and to what degree that is depends on each practitioner. So literally, to what degree depends on each practitioner. You're literally going to tap into the spiritual realm for your client, and a lot of people are soliciting and doing things they have not been trained. not by God, not by the spiritual realm, and not even by, you know, some people get mentors. And that's another thing. Like, a lot of people who have mentorship, they'll try to put themselves above people who literally have life experience, who literally spirit has chosen. And so, or God has chosen. And so, like, it be levels to this shit. And so literally what you're saying is that you're going to petition. You're going to go ahead and do that work because you know how to operate out of this realm and other realms as well. So literally, what happens is some people who have ill will and ill intentions will solicit a practitioner. And what they'll do is they'll solicit the practitioner. Some are straight up honest. They don't like this person. They don't give a fuck about this. That person ain't caused them no harm. And I want to say this to practitioners. If you are a practitioner who is operating out of, I don't care if it's light energy or dark energy. If you are operating out of the spiritual realm, and you get someone and they want you to do something to someone else, it is your job and it is your duty to make sure you know who you are about to do this work on. Because if you do this work on somebody who doesn't deserve this work to be done on, you will be liable if that client lets you know that their intentions were not right and you just did it anyway. Y'all both just looking for a fight at this point. Y'all both are looking for a fight, and for some people you're looking for a death wish, because some people you are not supposed to touch at all. Not one hair. So I'm saying that because, like, a lot of people will go solicit practitioners, and practitioners will do that dirty bidding, and you're just as guilty as the one who solicited you. Now, if you are a practitioner and that person, your client, lied. If your client lied, you are not liable. But however, I feel like if you are a real practitioner, spirit will tell you, no, don't fuck with this person. It's not a good idea. So to me, I feel like as a practitioner, you are liable regardless, because if you really are into spirituality, then spirit gonna tell your ass, nah, not that, don't do that one. Warn that client, like, don't mess with this one. Don't mess it. And that's when you know you got a real practitioner. Cause, like, literally, cause they know, like, not only are you gonna get fucked up, I'm gonna get fucked up because I shouldn't be doing this. And so literally, but you got people out here that'll go play, and they'll go play with somebody who want to take their money. Sometimes it's a chuckle to me. Like, sometimes, you know, warn them, and if they still hell-bent on it, take their money and don't do the work. That's how I look at it. Take their money and don't do the work, because, like, or you can refuse it, and I think you get double blessed. If you refuse them regardless, like, you gonna get that money regardless. But shit, if you gotta take it, and you done told them people no, and they still trying to get you to do it, you can do it that way too. You just get your blessing that one way. But I feel like if you have integrity and you say, no, I ain't doing this shit at all, you'll be double blessed. Shit, maybe 10 times fold blessed. So, but yeah, there's a lot of people who decided that they wanted to play with magic. A lot of people don't even have birthrights to certain shit. Like, you don't even have birthrights to certain shit. So that means, it doesn't mean that you can't be in that realm at all, but that mean that, like, literally your initiation is going to be something different. Your initiation going to be something different. Like, it would be different for somebody who has actual birthrights, or someone who actually has a path in this. You know, your shit gonna be different because you gotta forge a whole new path for you and your lineage. So people gotta play how they know how they play, and stop fucking around with shit just because you see on the internet, you know, people into this and people into that. Like, real spiritualists recognize real. It's just like any other, like, how if you go to the hood, like, real recognize real. Like, when it's the spiritual community, we recognize, like, how are you a spiritualist and you don't recognize who the fuck who? Like, how are you a spiritualist and you don't? Man, the shit I see when I look at people, that shit will scare the average person. Like, I see who the fuck you is, and sometimes I just be like, shit, I don't even want to see your ugly, rotten ass. And it has nothing to do with our physical bodies. It has nothing to do with our physical bodies. The shit I see on a person would drive some people insane. It's like you can see that shit. You can't unsee it. Sometimes I just like, you gotta smile at that shit. Like, shit, bitch, I'm crazy too. Matter of fact, you don't even know who your ruler is. You don't even know who in charge of you. Like, and you still trying to play games over here. That's the fucked up part. You don't run shit. You don't run shit. That's when I be laughing the most. Like, when I encounter certain beings and shit, and I just be like, you don't even know who I am. You don't even know who I am. So God revealing me as something sweet and something to play with. But you don't even know who I am. You ain't seen my face. You ain't seen my face when I wanna be on that type of time. You ain't seen me. Baby, I'll hunt your motherfucking nightmares. I just don't even be feeling like doing that shit to people. Like, I be being too nice. I be being too nice. That nice shit over with. I was saying it from the beginning. Like, I had to build myself up to that back to myself and back to a better version of myself, the best version of myself I've been yet. And it's still getting better. But like, literally, people be playing and they don't even know who their ruler is. They don't know who their ruler is. You don't know. You literally be playing with motherfuckers who actually run this shit. But because you have been taught, that shit that you've been taught by them colonizers, like, you don't even know who you dealing with. You don't even know who's who. You don't even know with a snap of my fucking finger, I could ruin your whole life. I could take your life. But unlike you, I'm not gonna make moves without God. That's how this go for me. I gotta make moves what's gonna be for the greatest good, including myself, but not just limited to myself. And that's what make a real ruler a real ruler. A real ruler ain't just completely selfish. Yes, self-preservation comes first. However, a real ruler is making moves based on what's great for the greatest good. What do you have if only you roam this earth? Like, you'd go insane if only you were here left. And that's how a lot of y'all mentality is. A lot of y'all mentality is like, all I care about is myself. But what happens when it's just you stuck here by yourself? That's insanity. You gonna go insane. You ain't got nobody to interact with. You can't hear nothing. You can't see nothing but you. Some of y'all ain't spent time in that void where it's just pitch black. It's just you. It's just you gotta deal with. You can't blame nobody else. You can't blame nobody else. It's just you. Some of y'all ain't been in it's light. It's just pure fucking light. It's just you. You can't blame nobody else. It's just you. That's why when COVID happened and the shit shut down, that's why a lot of motherfuckers was killing themselves. That's why a lot of people was hurting their kids. That's why a lot of people was going through domestic violence, because literally y'all had distractions like your work, your hobbies, going outside and shit like that, so that you didn't have to live in the reality that you fucking hate your wife or your husband, that you hate being a mom or a dad, that you hate yourself. Like, literally, that's spending alone time with you. Being really in your reality. That this is your life. A lot of y'all don't know nothing about that. I laughed when COVID happened. I was like, oh shit, everybody get to see how I feel. I swear to God, I was like, shit, this is me. I'm stuck in the house all the fucking time around these people. And we have yet to kill each other. And like, literally, I thought it would be moments sometimes where we would. But like, literally, we didn't. And that was before COVID. We had to learn how to be with each other 24/7 sometimes. My kid ain't get dropped off at everybody's house. My kid was right there with me, and that's not a flex. That's some shit up I couldn't trust. I couldn't trust. I didn't feel like I had a village. I couldn't trust because of my childhood trauma and because I knew what my family was not that great. So I rarely got breaks. I always was with my child, except for when she was at school. And then we got to a point where even she was homeschooling. So it's like I'm always around her. She's always around me. And we get on each other's fucking nerves. That's the truth. That's facts. And any fucking parent that act like they don't fucking dislike their child at some point of the parenting is just telling a goddamn bold-faced lie. Just a bold-faced lie. I'm not saying you don't love them. Like, but there are moments where they get on your nerves. It's the facts. There's moments where literally the person that you decided to be with, whether you are married or cohabitating, like, y'all get on each other's fucking nerves. And y'all can have a healthy, happy relationship, but you are going to get on each other's nerves sometimes. It's not that you're not going to get on each other's nerves. It's about how you handle those situations. And so literally, like, a lot of people have not experienced being alone with themselves. And that, my dear, is when you can be alone with yourself, when you can be alone with yourself, and when you can see what your problems is and you try to work on your problems and work on your stuff. I've been doing this shit since 2017. I've been trying to get my life together. I've been trying to fix what was wrong within me. Why would I keep attracting being around these different types of people? And life is a paradox. I literally wrote an excerpt about this, but life is a paradox, and it's so many layers and different parts and pieces. So it's so many different angles to see it from. But I've been trying from an angle of what is wrong with you? Not what's wrong with everybody else. What's wrong with you? And don't enough people do that. Enough people don't do that shit. They much rather blame someone else for telling the fucking truth at that. Like, for telling the truth, they'd rather blame someone else for telling the truth. For telling the truth. Look, y'all niggas tell lies about me. I tell the truth about y'all. I tell the truth about y'all. And if you a worthy person, like, literally, like, you don't have to worry about nothing because you are a decent person. But if you are a piece of shit, I'm going to drag your ass to filth if you've been trying to fuck with me. Like, I sure am. Like, you want to play? Oh, no. Some of you wanting to drag me to hell. And I realize, like, baby, I know levels of hell that you ain't never even fucking fathom. You ain't even fathom them levels. I literally will absorb certain shit that would kill you. I absorb certain energies that would literally take you out, and I still be walking around moving. Even if I'm slowed down, I still be walking around moving. You can't handle that shit. So what you do? You try to jealous me. You try to envy me. You try to tarnish my character. You even try to possess me. You try to crash me out. Like, literally. And I can't hold you. When I first woke up, I woke up so sensitive. I woke up so sensitive to all the projections, all of this. Like, people trying to tell me who I was, how I worship. Like, little niggas trying to tell me, like, how to view God. Like, and it's like, how the fuck you gonna tell a person how to view God and you ain't took their journey or their path? You can't view God the way I view God if you ain't took my journey or my path. That's why I make my videos for people who do view God similar to me. Because you got people out here condemning them. You done lived a basic ass life. So your God is basic. Your view, not your God is basic, because I believe we pray to the same God. Some of us, a lot of us. And some of us, I think they've lost their way, even if there are pastors, religious leaders. Like, a lot of them have lost their way. They're literally practicing some colonization shit. So I'd say most of us, or at least I say most of us, are praying to the same source. But your view of that source, or God, or whatever you want to call it, is literally going to be based on your journey and your path. You're gonna see God from your lens, your life experience. And that's it. That's all. That's why a lot of us do not share the same ideologies about God. We might have similarities, but a lot of us don't share the same shit. And when you do find the people who share the same stuff, what do y'all usually do? Y'all congregate together, and y'all should. Y'all should be able to worship and practice amongst like-minded people. However, what you should not be doing is condemning other people because they have a different experience of God. I have a all-knowing, omnipotent view of God. God is all. God is even literally the people that we literally don't like because they don't like us. Literally, God still allowed for them to be created. Like, literally, they are a creation from God. I just like to think their genetic coding is poor, but literally, they still, if God created all, God either had to allow for them to be created, and that's kind of like my point of view. God allowed for them to be created, which in turn would mean that literally they are God's creations. I feel like a lot of people's view of life is based on literally your life experiences. My view of life is that I signed up to come here to be the ultimate motherfucking the ultimate warrior, the ultimate champion. I came here to be the best. Like, I came here to be the best. I said, God, I can come here and I can do this. And I picked this hard ass path. Some of you picked the easier path. But I signed up for the world's most struggles. And a lot of other people signed up with me. And I like dealing with my people. The people who can rise above that shit and take what is negative and turn it into a positive. Baby, you winning. I don't give a fuck what your bank account look like. I don't care about what your house look like, your shelter look like, your car look like, your clothes, your shoes. You could be homeless. If you have the ability to be an alchemist, literally turn nothing into something. Turn minimal into something. Turn rotten into something. Literally. You are winning. Because the day that none of that shit matters, the day that none of it matters, you will know exactly how to survive. Whereas in other people who relied on those things, they're not going to know how to survive. They got addicted to things. They got addicted to attention and clout and, fitting in and being followers. Like, literally. And I'm not using followers in a good way right now. I think we all have to follow. If you're a great leader, you have followed someone. However, what I'm talking about is blind followers. Followers who literally don't think for themselves. They rely on someone else to think for them. Literally, all it has to do is be popular, mainstream, and they're on that bandwagon. They're literally on that bandwagon. They don't care to question. They don't care as long as they can live in a certain comfort zone of being literally adult cool kids. That's literally what we dealing with, adult cool kids. Like, if you ever went to high school and you ever seen like the popular cool kid, you still got adults walking around that weren't cool kids trying to be the cool kids. Like, the cool kids literally had to have a downfall. A lot of them did, not all, but a lot of them had to have downfalls and realize none of that shit matters. None of that shit matters. A lot of people were cool kids and you didn't even realize they was cool kids because they didn't fit the stereotype. They didn't fit societal norms. They were the cool kids. There was the motherfuckers that made do with what they had. There was the motherfuckers that did what they wanted to do while you was doing what everybody else was doing. I don't know. This video just is going, but literally, I don't know. I just want people to stop doing things because you think it's popular. Stop doing things because you think like you gonna fit in. It's a lot of us that be talking about we hear things and we see things, and now it's like everybody hear things and see things. That's not everybody gift. That's not everybody gift. And yes, I am a firm believer that all of us are gifted. But not all of us are gifted with the same gifts. Not everybody literally has a totality of a lot of different gifts. Not everybody is multifaceted. It doesn't mean that they can't be. It just means that they ain't. They choose to be what they are. And so when they'll start to hear other people talk about this thing and that thing, they'll just be like, oh, I'm that too. Oh, I'm that too. And it's like, you don't even know what it takes to have this gift. Imagine you hearing voices. And like, I hear lots of different voices. So that means I literally got to filter out which voices I want to hear. Because not every spirit that comes through is good. You got bad spirits and you got good spirits and you got some shit that's in between. So I got to make sure that like I keep my vessel clean and clear so that I don't allow anything in my system. I don't allow anything to just communicate with me. So that means even when I'm operating out of a negative frequency, that dark energy, I still have, like, you got to have a certain type of clearance or rank that I'm going to even listen to you. I don't want to listen to every fucking thing. But you did get to see what it looks like when I don't have control over myself sometimes. You got to see that publicly. Like, literally, I've been documenting this shit for a reason so that other people who are going through these experiences can know that you are not alone, because society has literally written everything off as, like, from a white man's lens. It's from a white man's lens. It's not from an indigenous people lens. And when I say indigenous people, we're all black. The genetic coding comes from the dominant gene. We're all black. But we all bought into the whole chattel slavery shit, where literally the Portuguese started that shit, like that the black man won't shit, just so it could justify slavery. We're all black. We're just different shades, genetic codings. We're all black. That's why I go by Black Indigenous God, like literally, because we're all black. And I say black not just because I want to be superior over white. Y'all created these labels and shit. I would much rather us have it where we say we're all the human race. It's like that would just literally tell you everything you need to know. We're all the human race. We're all literally living a human experience. And that's like the most simplest form you can see this shit as. And yes, we all have these different feelings / emotions. Literally, if you don't get your demons in control, like, how you gonna control somebody else's vessel and you can't even control your own? Like, and I've been there. So like when I say I do these videos, it's not out of judgment to condemn anybody, but it's just like to wake your ass up. Like, I had to be woke up. You know how much work I was putting in, doing shit for other people and doing shit on other people's behalf, and I won't even tend to my own self and my own demons. Like, literally, I speak from experience. The moment you begin to try to do shit in somebody else's life and somebody else's vessel and all that shit, and you neglect your own, is the moment yours gonna get taken control of. So literally, it's balance. It's balance. But one thing I can say about myself, I ain't never intentionally, and that's just intentionally. It doesn't mean that I haven't harmed anyone that was innocent. What it means is that I've never intentionally tried to literally go out of my way to harm anybody who hasn't done anything to me or another innocent person. That's never been my intentions. However, I have been around and watched so many people just be so jealous and so envious that literally they'll destroy their own life trying to take out someone that they should not be targeting. And my message to people who are enduring those type of attacks is, don't worry about it. Acknowledge it, like I did in one of my videos. Like, acknowledge it. And like, yeah, I'll go off too. I'll go off, but I'm trying to learn how to control myself, because literally that's what they want. They want you to go off. They want you to look erratic. They want you to look like you the problem. So, and I'm human, I'm imperfect, like literally, so I do go off sometimes. But my last video that I was addressing, I'm getting physical, like I'm getting physical threats. Like, my life is being physically threatened and literally like trying to scare me into like not coming to my own city. Like, bitch, that's my city. What you mean? I'm not gonna come to my city. Only way I ain't coming to my city is if God tell me don't come that day. And that would be God's protection. That'll literally be God's protection. But I'd be damn if I don't make moves based on what another nigga gonna tell me. Like, nigga, you just threatening me. You don't know what that mean. You just threatened me. And I already gave names and all that shit. I done already prayed on it. I done already talked to my spiritual team about it. Yeah, I ain't protecting nobody no more. Them days is over. Them days of you doing shit to me and I'm letting it slide, them days is over. I'm not playing no more. I will joke though. I will joke. Like, I love fucking joking. I love playing, but like, I'm not playing when it comes to my life. I'm not playing when it comes to my child life. I'm not playing when it comes to nobody I motherfucking love. I'm not playing. And that's on everything. Like, I'm not playing. I mean that about everybody that I care about. I'm not playing. I got niggas that I fuck with that you don't even see with me. I'm not playing about them. They know I'm not playing about them. Like, I'm not playing about them. I got women that I literally fuck with that are real women. I'm not playing about them. I'm not playing about their kids. Bitch, I ain't even playing about your kids. Fuck with your kids and see what happens. I love all kids, literally. Even the ones I be looking at like, you gonna grow up and be one of them things. I love all of them. Because until you literally grow up and be one of them things, like literally, I gotta give you a chance. But literally, fuck with your kids the wrong way. I'm not playing with you. Tifa love the kids. Because I was once a child that literally endured shit that a child should never endure. So even when it come to your kid, I'm not fucking playing with you. I'm not playing no more. I'm not playing no more. And anywhere I fucking walk, I'm gonna walk with my head held high, bitch. And my hair nappy, bitch. And I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it make you feel uncomfortable. That's some shit you gotta deal with yourself. But I ain't playing no more. This is who I am. I wish I would have never played with y'all to begin with, but I guess it was all God's plan. Because God knows. God knows the way my temperament is really set up. Like, I wouldn't have played with you then. I had to let you slide. Something in me said, let you slide. But now, that something is gone. So I'm not playing no more. So if these people like bothering you and you anointed and you know you anointed by God, like literally, go and holler at God. Go and holler at God. Tell them what they done. Tell God what they did. Tell God what they did. You'll see. You'll see how all that shit unfold. Ain't nobody playing no more. I'ma play my healthy games. I'ma play my healthy games when I want to play games. I am tired of some of the old ones, but some of the old ones I do want to revisit. Like some of my old games I do like. and then some of them I'm tired. I'm tired of playing chess. I'm so fucking tired of playing chess. Like, I'm ready to get back into Sudoku. What's that man game? That Manning game from that used to be on a computer. I'm ready to get back onto that. Hearts. I'm ready to play some cards. Spades. I'm kind of tired of playing spades. Literally, I don't know. That'd be too easy for me because you can count the cards. But like literally, I think that is why I like certain other games. It's more challenging. So like literally, yeah. But I ain't playing no more. I'm not. You fuck with my child, like you fuck with me. You fuck with anybody I love. You fuck with your kid. I'm not playing no more. You fuck with somebody else's kid. I'm not playing no more. And I ain't got to do nothing physically. Nothing physically. It'll all be spiritual. It'll all be spiritual. I don't even have to be in everybody's business. That shit finds me. I don't be in people's business. I don't even like being in your business. Y'all the ones like to eat up people's business because y'all don't have enough going on in your own life. I literally have to beg people to stop telling me. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Like, if they ain't committed a major crime, like, if that bitch cheated on her husband, go find somebody else that care about cheaters. Because literally, I be frying bigger fish than that. Like, I be frying bigger fish than that. That's that gossip shit. Like, that's that gossip shit. And it is a crime against God, though. Like, you do know that adultery, like, you literally took an oath before God to get married. So, like, you literally are committing a crime against God when you literally cheat on your spouse. So, literally, y'all gonna have to, and God is forgiving, but you're gonna have to live in your truth. You're gonna have to live in your truth. So, like, it's just certain shit but I don't care about it. Like, I don't care about it. I care about major crimes where you are affecting other people, like what you and your husband decide that y'all gonna do, or what you and your wife decide y'all gonna do to each other. I literally gonna leave that up there. And I don't even view God as up there. God can be anywhere. God can be in here right now. Like literally, God can be in you right now. That's why I have to forgive. But I don't have to deal with you. I don't have to fuck with you. Matter of fact, don't even come this way. Don't even come this way. Because I'll look you in your eyes and steal your fucking soul, bitch. Like, don't come this way. Don't come this way. So, literally, allow God to handle. If you don't have certain clearances to deal with certain matters, allow God to step on your behalf. Even with me, like, I be having to chill and allow God to step on my behalf. I think that's been the hardest part of just this experience, is allowing other people to do it. And when I say other people, I mean spirits. Like, I don't mean physical people. I mean, like, literally allowing other spirits to handle affairs. I'm used to having to do that shit by myself. So I thought. But like physical thinking about it, like, I always felt like I had to do this shit myself. Like, what I don't do won't get done. And it's like, now I'm afforded a level of softness. Like, I know how to defend myself. I know how to protect myself. I know how, like, I'm trying to go. Like, literally. That don't mean that, like, nobody can take me out. It's just mean that, like, I am skilled. So, like, literally, however, even though I am skilled, I literally, and there's some more training that I want to have underneath my belt when I can. But literally, I'm just at this point where it's like, you ain't got to react to everything. You don't have to react to everything. You literally can trust God. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to come out and publicly make a video about me trusting God. I could be on my rah. I could be on my rah. Like, I really can. But, like, I'm really gonna trust God. I'm really gonna trust God that, like, shit, all this shit being sorted out, like, literally. Literally. Leave people where they at. Leave people where they showed you. All you do is forgive them. But that don't mean you forget. That don't mean you literally decide that, oh, you give them another chance to fuck you over. No. You forgive, mean that you just ain't gonna let that shit haunt you. You gonna move forward. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Every time somebody send me an attack, like literally, I know who it comes from. It literally be like, you literally like tell on yourselves. And like a lot of people try to threaten me like verbally. Like it ain't even about no spirit shit. Like some people will be threatening me on some internet shit. And it's like, okay. Oh, you thought back in the day I was scared. You thought back in the day I was a pussy. Literally, no. No, I used to didn't try to react because I know I could fuck you up, bro. Like, that's restraint. Like, I literally ain't gonna fight you. If I watch another person, if I watch two girls fight one girl who was literally smaller than them, and they literally couldn't beat her ass, like, why would I want to even fight you? Because literally, I know I could beat your ass. You still gonna talk. I know your baby daddy be putting knots on your head. So, like, literally, back in the day, I literally just spared a lot of you bitches because you couldn't fight. So, would I look like fighting you? And I know I could demolish your ass. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then if there's ever been a person that literally we was about to fight and we didn't, that's because I listened to Spirit. Like, literally, Spirit told me, either I'm wrong and I need to back the fuck off, or either like literally like don't do that shit. Like don't do that shit. Like that shit gonna get you in trouble. So literally like I'm not afraid of y'all. Like I'm really not. And I say this as y'all, not to people who actually support and love me. Cause I don't view y'all as followers. I view y'all as people who support and love me. People who are literally being themselves and are being down to earth and true to themselves. Like I view y'all as that. But when I be saying like talking to them, like don't ever get that shit misconstrued that I'm talking to you. And that's why we got to be so solid in ourselves that we know what messages is ours and what messages aren't ours. And I literally have had to learn that as well. Like everything ain't meant for me. Every message ain't meant. So it's some bitches out here who literally like they be going around trying to bully bitches because they ugly. Cause they ugly. And they don't realize like bitches ain't scared of you. Like you just look ugly. It's just like you just look ugly. And so that's your scare tactic. It's called being a bully. Like you try to buff up and you try to show your ugliness. Like it's just like, bitch, calm down. Calm down. The only reason you're really ugly is because you believe you're ugly. It's like, you act ugly. That's why you're ugly. But bitch, I'm not scared of you. Scared to get that ugly on me. Like, but that's about it. Like, I don't know. I had to talk my shit. But I also had to give it to God. I feel like my medium is both. Like, talk your shit, but also give it to God. So before I even came and did this video, I had gave it to God. I gave it to God. Like, you don't get to threaten my life. You don't get to threaten my life. But I gave it to God. And so literally, but I still got to talk my shit. Because I can't believe that a person would even fathom that I would be afraid of you. Like, I have a person who literally, she won't come to me herself. Like, she won't come to me herself. She sends an ugly bitch to try me and try to check me. And it's like, I never liked that bitch. And I told you when we were younger, I didn't like that bitch. Ain't nobody scared of no bitch just because her mouth is loud. Bitch, I don't even argue when I'm about to fight. Bitch, I'ma laugh. Like, I start to fucking become the Joker. I'm gonna laugh and ask you, is you serious, bitch? Because you about to get all of this. Have you not heard what has happened to me? Like, you about to get all of this shit. You won't get this shit. That's why that bitch ain't came to me. That's why that Chucky looking bitch ain't came to me. She ain't came to me because she's scared of me. She's scared of me. So she sent you. She sent you to come on my motherfucking Facebook page and intimidate me. So yeah, like, don't keep playing over here. I know I done laid low for so many years. Y'all think I'm a pussy and I'm a punk. I'm not a pussy and I'm not a punk, and I'm not playing with none of you motherfuckers. I'm not. You better make sure that you know what you're doing when you come over here to play. Do you understand? I'm gonna talk to you like I talk to my motherfucking child, bitch. Do you understand? You better know what you're doing when you come over here and play. Because I'm not right. I'm not right. And I will call the police after I fuck you up. And I'll be right there with your body. I'll be right there with your body. When you threaten my life and I gotta move out in this world and you think I'm gonna move like I'm scared, like when you do that shit, like literally, that's when I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take my bed. I will call the police and let them know what happened. I ain't hiding shit. So anybody want to get physical over this bitch, you better know what you're doing.